Hey guys! I created this video to show how you can create your own custom buttons for your Android application. So here's how the final application looks like. As you can see, these are the custom buttons that we designed. I will show you how to generate these buttons using Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, so first we are going to make the custom buttons for our app. So let's create our custom button. And as I said, we are going to use free tools only. We are going to use Microsoft PowerPoint. Open it and follow the steps shown. able to follow the steps. And now you have the button images ready. We will import them into our Android Studio project. Now we are ready to work on the Android Studio. I have just created an empty application. As you can see, this is a new project that I have just created. This is layout file for our app, and I'm going to write the code for our UI. First, I am going to change the root parent to linear layout. You can choose your own preferred root view. I just like linear layout. It gives the full control on the view position and simple to write with minimum code. We need many buttons for our app, and here I'm just creating 4 buttons and arranging them first. Then I will start updating them with our custom button images. Linear layout has a special attribute called orientation. This attribute can hold 2 values, either horizontal or vertical. As you might have guessed already, this attribute helps us arrange the child views either horizontally or vertically. So what I am doing here is use a linear layout with horizontal orientation to arrange my 2 buttons like that. Similarly, I need another linear layout with same property to arrange another set of buttons. Okay, we have the 2 sets of horizontally arranged buttons. Now I am going to put these buttons at the center of the phone. To do that, I am going to use the attribute gravity and put its value to center. But it does not put the buttons in horizontally centered position. So here we need to use the attribute gravity of the inner linear layout. Just update this attribute for both linear layouts. So now we have the draft layout ready. We will set up the button state selector drawable, which is a special drawable XML file. This file defines what to show when one particular button state is matched. I'm going to create 4 such files, each for 4 buttons. Inside the file, I am going to create 3 items, each with different state of the button. The three states are pressed, focused, and default. Using this selector file, we will write the logic to change the drawable image when the state of that button is changed. Here, the order is very important. We will first write the logic for pressed state, then the focused state, and in the end, default state. I am not adding the drawable attribute yet. I just want to create this template first. Okay, now it is time to copy the button images that we created earlier in the drawable folder of our project. Here it is showing the red underline for our image files, because of the inappropriate naming convention of file name. Dash is not allowed in the file names. You can change it a different name, make sure everything is in small letters. I am not going to change the name as we have to create 9 patch bitmap files from the button images. You can repeat the process of 9 patch bitmap file creation using one image that I have shown. I will skip fast to step where I have all the 9 patch files available in the drawable folder. Let's start updating the selector file of each button with drawable file that we just created. Make sure you use the right button image in its selector file. Here, under the state focused and default, we will use the same button image. If you want, you can change the image, but for simplicity I'm keeping the images same. And if you remember, we still need to import the button clicked images. It is a different set of images that we have created to show that the button is clicked. I have updated all the button selector drawable XML file. Now only the pressed state needs the drawable values. So, let's import the images of the button that we have created to show clicked or pressed state. Repeat the process of creating the 9 patch bitmap files for the pressed button image as well. I will just fast forward this. Once all the patch files are created, then we will update the drawable selector files of each button and add the pressed button drawable image name. Make sure you use the right file name. To avoid the confusion, I appended the file with pressed text. To use the custom button images, we need to change the UI. Replace the button view with image button. Then add a new attribute called background in each image button view. The value of this attribute is the drawable selector file that we created earlier. So our app is ready. Let us run and test how it looks. Thanks for watching the video. I will post more such personal projects soon. Hope you liked the content. Bye.